So if you guys remember, a little recap of what was going on at the track day. After a couple runs, the car was perfectly fine. It was running great. And then maybe like 7 laps in, the car just started to shut off. I tried turning it back on and it would run for like a couple seconds and then it would turn off again. I would try so hard to keep it on, but then I would have to apply a lot of throttle. And that's when the check engine started to pop up. The day of, I think it was like 2 days later, I brought the car over here. It's here just sitting now, all torn up. I tore it completely, like there's no dash in there. I took the fenders off because I wanted to see where this water was coming from. I don't think I showed you guys at the day of the track day, but there was actually water coming into the cabin. I don't know if you guys could put the puzzle together, but let's just say the ECU got some water inside. I ended up opening the ECU and I have pictures of how it looks. It got pretty f***ed up. I was actually working on it that night when I had the car here, and I was trying to figure out the code, and then out of nowhere the ECU just started smoking. Then I knew something went pretty bad. I pulled the connectors off the ECU and best believe there was water on where the pins are for the ECU. So that's where we're at right now. So I know it looks pretty messy right now, but basically I'm gonna try to seal up as many holes as possible in this corner, but other than that, everything should be good. I doubt anything's leaking on this end. Just to be sure, I will close it up because I don't want to worry about this again. The part it was leaking was right on top of here, right there. One of the things I want to show you guys too is, as you guys saw, the ECU is pretty burnt up. The connectors are actually fine. So I was expecting the connectors to be like black, kind of burnt up, but surprisingly my harness did not get messed up. I'm thankful that the harness didn't get messed up, because then that would have caused for me to get a new harness, whole body harness, and that's just extra labor. I don't want to do all that. I just pulled the headliner apart. I have enough space so I can see exactly where this leak is coming from, the one that I saw at the track day. So I'm gonna get like a little bucket of water and just like spill it over like my windshield area where I think it was leaking. Hopefully we see something, so that way I can resolve this problem. Let's get some water and test it. Show you guys real quick. So we got some progress here. Oh man. So for sure, we have a leak right there. You can see it dripping its way down here. That's exactly where it was leaking too on the day of the track. It looks like whoever put sealant either didn't put enough or didn't put it on correctly. So that's one leak. And then there's another one over here. There's a bunch of sealant that goes across the windshield. And then once you get on this side, you see a lot of water just sitting there. And then this water will just drip. You can see right here, there's a little puddle. So it was raining a lot. It wouldn't stop. So I'm assuming there was a fat puddle there and it just kept dripping and dripping onto my ECU. And that's why my ECU got shorted. It sucks, man. I'm gonna check the driver's side, because on the driver's side, there was a lot of leaks going on in that area too. And let's check it out. I'm gonna get more water. You see right here, this hole right in front of me, it was completely dry, but I just poured a shit ton of water, and right here there's actually like no sealant whatsoever. This hole goes inside my cabin, and I'll show you guys right now that I guarantee there's water inside. Unfortunately, this hole being open is what caused also water getting inside from the driver's side. Good to know now. This could be a way easier fix. All I need is like a small grommet. I ordered some grommets like 2 days ago, so I should get that going. I didn't think this hole was actually going to be a problem. So we're inside the car, and best believe there's water in here. So this explains the leak that was going on over here. Dang, actually a lot of water gets in here for that small hole, but it's like a trail, so it just follows its path to where it wants to go. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know how I'm going to be able to show you guys. If you guys see that hole back there, it's the only hole there. That hole right there. Boom, you can see water getting inside slowly but surely. That explains why there's a trail going on right here, dripping its way to my feet. It makes me feel better knowing that I was able to find exactly where these leaks were coming from. Now that I know where they're coming from, now I can try to proceed and try to fix these leaks going on. Hopefully never have this problem again. These issues should be relatively easy to resolve. I just gotta get my windshield replaced, and while we're at it, we'll probably put new sealer, and I'm just gonna try to seal up everything in the front so no water can get in and I don't short out another ECU, because it's gonna get expensive here. I'm trying to buy some parts that I can actually have fun with, not rebuy parts that I already had bought to make this car running. So we're getting somewhere. All right, so I just grabbed the ruler. I'm gonna use this ruler so I can measure the holes that are a lot bigger, like this one right here. I have to measure this hole because I want to make sure I get the right size and see if I can find a grommet to the size. If not, I'm gonna have to do some custom work. All right, it's a little dark here, but right now it's perfect timing. Since I pulled apart my dash, this was like sitting behind my my dash basically, and it was hard to get to. But long story short, I wired my wideband wrong, so it wasn't reading right. I tried putting it to where I thought it was a ground on the fuse box location, and it turns out I put this ground onto the alternator wire. I put a ground wire on top of a positive wire, and look at the aftermath. This wire got so hot, it took a shit. These are the wires from the connector, but these two grounds from the that go to the wideband, they got cooked. They got pretty smoked up right there. The good news is I ordered a new wideband, so I'm gonna rewire it, wire it better this time. Now I know how to wire it correctly, and I won't do this again. Moving on. Other than that, I think that might be it. I wanted to film like a little recap, the aftermath from the last track day, but everything is just like all over the place. I have parts here, my fenders over there, I got my dash stuff over there just laying around, and then everything is pretty much off on the car. Other than that, I think that's gonna do it for this video, guys. It was good to see the aftermath from that track day. It makes me feel better because now I have a new game plan and I could get this car ready and going again. That seems to be like a cycle with this car. I get it fixed with something and then something else just tends to break. But it is part of the game though, so it's cool, no biggie. I'm glad that I was able to resolve the problem. Now I can try to proceed with some solutions. So if you guys enjoyed this video, thank you guys. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.